Yeah, let's go. Yeah. We came a long way. That's what the song say. And I could do all.
Tonight, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Atlanta Falcons taking on Cam Newton and the New England Patriots.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Young Wei Koo all set to do the honors, and we are underway from Atlanta. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Out come the New England Patriots, led by their 6'5" veteran quarterback, Cam Newton.
And when he's at the top of his game, you see that big smile. That's when you know everything is clicking. That means he's accurate throwing the football. They can't get him down in the run game, and his team is having a whole lot of fun because when they score a touchdown, some fan's going to get lucky and get the game ball.
From the gun, here's Newton. Short pass caught by Henry. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Newton. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he will have a Patriots first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. James White's first carry. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Newton. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now it's Newton. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 6 there on first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Operating from the gun, Newton. Aguilar has it. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Newton. Eluding the pressure, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Give the sack to Barkevious Mingo, the former number 6 pick. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Here's Newton. This is White on the screen. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're running it. It's Michel. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Sony Michel won't get there. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. As we get a peek at Matt Ryan, a man who's been in the league since back in 2008. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. On 4th down, the Falcons send out Sterling Hoffrichter to punt. Back deep for the Patriots, Gunnar Olszewski. Fair catch called for in May, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, here's your bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They keep it with Davis on 1st down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Devin McCourty brings him down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Ryan. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy, most likely, to bring him down. That was a nice game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now Ryan. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the 1st. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes,
It used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run with Davis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
On 3rd down, Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And this one is right through. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Newton, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's 3rd and 4. From the gun, Newton, and it's complete. Henry, and he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. They'll run with Michelle. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Deron Harmon makes the tackle. Now a second down and 6. Operating from the gun. Newton, throw left side, complete. That's Henry. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
New England on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, Newton. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle down right around the 25. The tackle there by Fabian Moreau. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Newton now to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
I know at times today's NFL sure feels like everything's about the guy throwing the football. But when you've got a guy who can run it and move it and gain this type of yardage, you'll take him each and every time.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On the ground, this is Michelle. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. New England on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking for Aguilar. It's intercepted. just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They begin with a run by Davis, and he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Ryan down around the goal line. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And that'll make it 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
Second and 11. Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. But now it'll be 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. And got his man, complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 87 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. That time, a 6-play drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. That'll bring up second down. To throw again. Newton. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Well, this throw caught left side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the ground, Michel. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Newton. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. New England on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, they run with Michel. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. First down, here's White. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the ground is Michel, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Second and 8. Now Michel. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And it's caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Michelle, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run for Sony Michel, and the Patriots are back within a score.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Nick Folk for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now it's Patterson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now we'll again see Calvin Ridley in the Falcon offense, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
On first down, Ryan. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Ryan. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on second down. Newton. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. A shotgun snap for Newton. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. Matt Ryan and the Falcons getting ready to go again here on offense. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Ryan. That's to the speedster, Olamide Zaccheaus. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Again, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Now it's Patterson. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Good job. How that boy stepping up, man.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys...
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Kyle Van Noy able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. On the run, it's Davis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd. Ryan. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And taken right at the 35. That'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Patriots take over. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Back to throw, Newton. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Newton. Aguilar has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. This is White, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Second and 12. Out of the gun, Newton. Now he'll escape to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. From the gun, here's Newton. He completes it right side to White. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 9 yards that time. From the red zone now, Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it. This is Michelle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, Newton. Flushed out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will knot us up at 10. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. This is Cordero Patterson. Remember, he won a ring with a pass. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Ryan. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. The Patriots ready to try again on offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, Newton. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing again is Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Newton throwing again. And right side, Henry's got it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Running out of the gun with White. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Just beating the play clock is Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
What you doing, dog? What are you doing?
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Newton. He'll drop it underneath to White. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And Folk's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Falcons ready to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Complete to Zacchaeus. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. From the shotgun, Ryan. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. And he fends him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Patriots ready to get the football back. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. On 2nd down and 4, Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Newton. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he will have a Patriots first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On 1st down, Michel. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And it's Michel once again. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. From the gun, Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. So 2 1st downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. A give, this is Michel. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Newton. Open man is born. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. On the handoff, it's Michel. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. From the gun, Newton. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on 3rd downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Operating from the gun, Newton. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Now a first down throw for Newton. Henry's got it out on the left side. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To the air again, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run with Michelle. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
So here's Nick Folk in an important spot. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Folk's kick is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Now it's Patterson. And able to get this out to the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Oh, scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, 4th quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
I'm about to find out. I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Falcons on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, you got to feel pretty good as a defense.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So the Patriots coming out now. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Play fake to Michelle, now Newton. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Ryan to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Clock now under 30 ticks and running. Back to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. They go play action now. Ryan. He's going to let it fly. It's caught at the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. He's back to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that, but flip it over. Making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Atlanta.